So, you want to hear a story? Well, have I got one for you?
A lot of people around here with guns, so kind of helps to have an itchy trigger finger.
Do you know that it takes approximately 7 pounds of pressure to rip one of these bad boys off?
As soon as he clocks that, he just darts for the shadows.
As a, deep, cynical character flaw, I pretty much assume everybody's hiding something all the time.
My boss was like, "Oh, you gotta fight this guy, or you're gonna get another bullet in the head." And I was like, "Okay."
Starting off with a bang, this is Borderlands.
When we last left off, our crew of mercs and miscreants were traveling with a caravan across the dust. During the first night, Tegan had imbibed some potent intoxicants and wandered off by herself, vanishing from the camp. When she awoke, she found herself inside the sweltering remains of a recently disemboweled bullymong. Smeared into the blistering sand, a message written in blood, the word noisy. It was hours before the crew were able to locate the badly sunburned and dehydrated Tegan, but back together, they rejoined the caravan and made their way to the old Dalwell oasis, where a Torgue-sponsored death race was to take place in a matter of days. Indeed, in the middle of the desert, our crew found the Torgue Bazaar of awesomeness, a convention teeming with merchants, mechanics, fans, and all types of gearheads dedicated to the art of vehicular slaughter. Finding a sponsor for the death race, our crew met a scrappy young mechanic by the name of Brianna Grin. And it is here, within the Torgue Bazaar, 2 days from the death race, that we resume our tale of vault and villains.
So, looking over the car, she's like, yeah, I mean, it'll take me better part of, half a day to kind of restore this, at least to, like, a good degree of functionality, but, we got 2 days. I'm no slouch as far as, working around the clock here to get this thing going, but it's all a matter of what you guys are looking to get done.
Ooh, what do we not want done on it?
Got some
handling and speed and armor and weapons. The usual.
Right?
Armor, weapons, shields. The more bullet and projectile proof, the better, honestly. Just from my point of view.
I know a lot of those kind of contradict each other in terms of, like, adding more armor is probably going to make it slower, but we also want it faster, but we also want it to be able to turn better. Which going faster doesn't really help too much with, usually.
Yeah, of course, any extra weight you put on this bad boy is going to drop its speed, but we could compensate adding in some heavy armor by, we got a few different wheels here. We got barbed wheels, which are good for, like, getting over difficult terrain and, just plowing through, like, some road hazards. You could throw a grinder on the front just to tank your way through some stuff here. We can make some of that just from various scrap metal lying around. Heavy armor does reduce the max speed by 10 miles an hour. Let's see here. Actually, I don't think there's particular tires that can boost it up, but we might be able to find you guys like might have some aftermarket parts that kick around that we might be able to use if you guys are willing to pay for it, that can compensate that 10 miles reduction here. We got a bunch of different boosters that can be thrown in to upgrade kind of the standard booster of the technical. As well as we can fit you with a bunch of different weaponry. We got flat cannons, sticky bombs, tire bombs. It's really up to you guys' imagination, and we got probably about 30-ish hours to bang this bad boy out. It'll take me probably about a good 8-12 hours to just mend this bitch up. But
Hobbs is going to attempt to describe the red sled from the movie Speed. What if we wanted to have a metal-framed sled that retracts from the back of the technical on a cable when we want?
Oh well.
Doable?
I mean, let me make a little mechanics roll for her. Yeah, a cable would be easy enough, just installing a winch on the back. Probably wouldn't be too difficult of a matter. Controlling the thing might be a little tricky. You would kind of be at the whims of the terrain at a certain distance.
Right. And where could we get a parachute, do you think?
I mean, there are some odds and ends shops kicking around here. You might have some...
Got a really big seat.
Yeah, I mean, if you're, basically looking for, like, a large piece of fabric, you might be able to find it if you, like I said, check one of those odds and ends shops, like, there's a couple out there, like, the Lagoon shop. He's a collector of odd wares. He probably might be your best bet for that one.
You've already given me more than you know. Good, just great ideas. Thank you, all around.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what we're here for. We're here to make a winning car here. Good for you. What's good for you is good for me, so if we can get this bad boy souped up here. But a parachute, now...
So now I would actually be interested in, and this, I don't need to ask her about this, but I would like to look out for any psycho-themed banners or, notable advertising fabrics of the other competitors. And thank you, when we go out wandering.
All right. So she's gonna get to work, like, just pounding out the dents, re-welding some stuff, making sure that, they're, like, your tires are properly, secure. There's no issues there. Brake lines work, like you got proper fuel injection, like everything's firing properly under the engines. So that, like I said, will require the better part of, like, the next, 8 to 10 hours here. So if you guys want to go out and do some looking around, you certainly can, or try to figure out, cement exactly what you want for a plan here. If I'm to go over some of these, so, like, heavy armor takes about 3 hours to apply. I will also mention that with possibly, if anyone's good with mechanics or tinker's tools, so like Fidget, you might be able to cut some of these times down if you assist.
There's definitely a point at which Fidget goes up to her and is just like, I'm pretty good at technical stuff. I could help if you need that, if that's something you'd want, I could,
Yeah, more help makes for faster work. As long as you know your stuff. The last thing we want is all of a sudden, like, a rear wheel bracket to snap off and seize a fucking tire up.
Man, I'm looking at the upgrades and I'm like, man, extra hit points is good, but I don't like the idea of reducing our speed in a race, you know?
If you can come up with any kind of like creative bullshit, I'm willing to work with some of that as well. So like anything that's not like in the upgrade section of the technical that you want to try to add in, like some of the ideas that Hobbs has had, is properly doable. It's just a matter of like A, what parts she has on hand, and B, like what parts you can find and what creative means we can think to kind of integrate this stuff into. So like even if it comes down to like you want to like Mad Max like blow fuel into the headers or something like that, like okay, you know, let's go.
Well, so I would be interested in how long/much the barbed tires cost, because that sounds pretty useful to us.
As far as pricing goes, for 4 tires, you're probably looking at, you know, we'll compare this to kind of real world-ish prices. You'll be probably looking at like, you know, 800 to 1,000, give or take.
Well, this is a really unimportant question, but since I think we landed on Pandoracorn Squad, did we want to give the vehicle some sort of Pandoracorn theme and or christening?
Fair.
I would love to name it. I don't necessarily know that we have the budget for decoration, but if we're the Pandoracorn Squad, and it seemed like an easy.
Yeah, if we're talking like you guys want to go like steal a can of spray paint and like, you know, like that'll be pretty easy. I think.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think Kimmy's pretty solid at marketing when it comes to it. You know, like
Yeah.
Yeah, right. This is still an entertainment thing where we're getting some good press at the same time.
Yes, indeed.
And the technical does or does not already have a machine gun on it.
It does. It comes
requires the pilot's action
to fire. Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
So like the machine gun is like operated. It's front mounted, so you could pretty much only hit like what's like in front of you. But the barrel launcher rotates on like a 360 degree axis, so it can fire in any direction. And that's operated using the gunner's action.
Yeah, and the machine gun would require your action, but like normal driving, if you're just maintaining speed and doing just regular turns, you don't have to eat your action for that. So
yep. So basically, like your actions as the pilot, like goes like you can. It's very similar to standard combat. Like you can make an attack using like the.
I can move, attack, move type of thing.
Yeah, attack, move, bonus action, that kind of thing.
Okay, all right. So that's less concerning. I didn't want it to like interfere with my ability to try to get us the fuck out of harm's way or something on a turn. But
yeah, like you wouldn't be able to fire your machine guns if you're also trying to like do a fucking U-turn, like if you're doing a big maneuver, because I think that's your action, right, to do it.
I want it to be. I need it to be exactly like Borderlands 3, where I just hold down the machine gun at all times while I'm driving, and it just continues.
Yeah. Also, you can like action dash to increase, like to like punch it, but that doesn't require your action as like.
Great note.
You gotta keep the vehicle on. Jay and I have been talking where just for the sake of like vehicular combat, especially on this scale, there will be a little caveat to the rules for acceleration, deceleration, but we'll get into that before the race starts. So yeah, Brianna's gonna get working, pounding away at this, getting this vehicle brought back up. What's the current hit points of the technical currently?
74.
So she'll be able to bump that back up and restore it, and then she can get to work on whatever you guys agree to. Fidget, if you want to stay the whole time and help her out, like we can drop some time on that. Otherwise, if you guys want to go out and see what can be scrounged up or what kind of dirt you guys can get on your prospective combatants here, you guys could take some time and do that as well. Like, we have basically some downtime activities. This will be, like a solid, day and a half worth of working on the car versus checking out the bazaar and doing all that stuff. So anything you guys want to try to accomplish in this time, we can do. We can make some simple checks. Some things we can, role play out a little bit, especially if you're trying to, like, get the skinny on some on some competitors here. But to your point earlier, Hobbs, actually everyone hears this as Torgue once again comes over the big intercom system here and is just like, all right, we're getting ready to close up registration here, so if you haven't already got your name on the brackets, it's time to go. And then like a little like graphic pops up on like one of these big interactive boards here that's like, it shows like that tier of like, listing the combatants. And it goes, the crowd favorite to win, of course, last year's champions, the family, back at it again for some high-octane, action-packed explosives here, right at the top of the board. Bing, the family. Below it, we got the Mud Poppers. Those crazy cats from the Hodunk clan are at it looking once again to disrupt the family. Along with them, the Banjacks boys of the Zaffers looking to fuck up the Mud Poppers, as that rivalry will never end. Next up, bling, the Overlooked Sentries, our first-time combatants here looking in. The Preachers make an appearance. Hell Hunters back in action. The Crimson Fuckers and the Techno Beards pulling up as our last registration coming in. Brand newcomers to Pandora, the Pandora Corn Squad. So 9 brackets. Anybody looking to place some sexy bets, bring it on to your local bookie.
I have a crazy idea.
Alright. Let that gestate for just a moment. As Hobbs, as you are looking around, you said you were specifically eyeing bandits, or bandit banners, that kind of stuff. You do see that it is the Crimson Fuckers seem to be operated entirely by a psycho crew. It's psychos run this fucking boat.
Psychos, you say?
Yeah. So yeah, the Crimson Fuckers. They fuck
Yeah, so I'll just keep an eye out if we get anywhere near where they seem to be skulking for, a large flag or sail banner or something just inspired by our lovely mechanic.
Fair enough. Doesn't take long, and no roll required, but because as you, like, these guys are not, like, trying to, like, be hidden or anything. They're psychos. They're fucking loud and present. But you do see that the psychos are currently chilling a lot in mass in front of Vagabond. Hey!
Woo! Yeah.
Welcome.
Hey.
We have jumped in, but not much is happening. It's a bunch of tech talk right now, talking about what we want, what we can do with the technical. But currently the crew is within Torgue's bitchin' bazaar of awesomeness. And Hobbs is scouting a psycho group that is competing in the race called the Crimson Fuckers. And
love it.
We've just been talking about what everyone else is getting up to.
Cool.
So Jay, what was your crazy idea?
So, Fidget is gonna. Oh God, I forgot her name already. The engineer.
Brianna Grin.
Brianna. I wanted to call her Bridget, and I'm like, I know that's not it, because I know our names don't rhyme, because I would have pointed that out. So Fidget goes up to Brianna and pulls out a piece of that iridium that we have, and goes, do you think we could, like, alloy this with the Technical's armor?
Interesting. Will admit, not super experienced with working with iridium. It is a particularly tough substance, so trying to smelt it down might take a hot minute. But it's something we could possibly do, depending on how much you got. Like, a brick, could only go possibly so far, but we might be able to. That might be an effective lightweight solution to the armor problem.
This is my thought. It's twofold. Out of game, my thought is I want to make a just as strong armor that's lighter, so maybe we could boost the vehicle's dex stat. Gotcha. But the other side of it is I want to give the armor a cool, like, purplish tint, pearlescent look.
Right. No, I dig.
That's primarily why I want to do it.
Right. A little like sparkling purple stuff. Yeah, I think.
Yes.
We probably depending on how much you got, coating the entire vehicle might be an issue, but we could definitely hit some of the more vulnerable parts, like the front end of the vehicle, maybe like somewhere around the tire wheel wells. Thank you. There it is.
We have quite a bit. Would it be easier, do you think, to smelt down the bricks or the chunks? Well, actually, the chunks is probably just not enough of them. Yeah, what I wrote down in my notes is that we have 8 bricks and $500 worth of chunks, but I don't know how many of those chunks we have. Also, does anyone care if I pocket one of those chunks and keep it myself?
I mean, I have one.
Do you want to keep yours?
I mean, I'm not really doing it. I mean, it's just been, like, in my position. I'm not really doing much with it. Let's just say that all intents and purposes, I'm right there with you, and I'm just like, oh, you mean like this chunk?
Yeah, exactly.
So looking at some of this, it looks like it would take a matter of, using like she doesn't have a proper forge, as she's not, like a blacksmith. There is a blacksmith on site, and you might be able to use him to make it faster. She can probably do it in a matter of, like 3 to 5 hours. The forge might be able to cut that time in half.
I just don't know if I like the idea of letting someone else know we have iridium.
Very true. I mean, we have...
Bitches, she seems pretty trustworthy to me.
Oh, no, I mean the person who has the forge.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I'm already... You and I are already discussing it with her.
Hey, I like to think I'm a good judge of character.
I think so too.
There's also, just so you know, there is like a black market iridium dealer here as well. But the blacksmith is called Helheim's, and it's run by a very short. Well, I shouldn't say short because it's implied. It's run by a rather large tick.
You could. If there is a black market iridium dealer here, then we could always just sort of suggest that we just picked it up at a premium, and either we're not acquiring more or don't have more, or are going to get more but don't have more now, something to imply that we don't just have a bunch of it.
But that certainly could be fun. Like I said, Brianna could probably do it in a matter of several hours. Helheim's could do it shorter, assuming they're not completely swamped already.
Well, yeah, actually, because that's what I was gonna do with my day, was try to find the iridium black market and sell the iridium. But like, if I'm not gonna do that, I can spend the whole day helping her to cut down on time and stuff.
Yep.
I think that's a better use of the time, because I don't. Unless we absolutely have to, I don't want to let anyone else in on us doing this. I want the cool half iridium, half steel armor to be like a big a big reveal, like kind of like in fucking Hunger Games, the big reveal of the fucking flaming outfit to be something that the whole crowd goes ooh,
right?
And not have anyone else here know about it.
First,
Ooh, we're gonna have a fancy car.
first roll of the night. Let's just have a group perception check, as everyone kind of just like looks out above the super awesome or super bitchin' bazaar of awesomeness.
9.
Oh, that is an 11.
Also a 9.
I was like, good roll, and then I remembered I have no bonus, so I got a 15.
Okay.
I got a 16.
Nice. Overall, you guys don't pick up too much as far as like what other people are working on. What you do pick up is that there Fidget's on, like right on the ball. This it's a lot of like undercover stuff. Nobody's showing off anything, with the exception of the Mud Poppers, the Crimson Fuckers, and the Hell Hunters seem to be a little bit more not open's not the right word, but they do seem to be flexing a little bit, trying to like intimidate, so they're allowing a bit more congregation or people to kind of see a bit. Not like they're giving everything away, but they are being less cagey. Like the family is working at Blood and Grooves, and like that shit is locked up tight. And then looking around the rest of the bazaar, just kind of spending, like a good hour just kind of meandering about, just getting the lay of the land. 2 good odds and end shops, drawing a crowd. Food vendors are usually always busy. And there is, like I said, a blacksmith, and there is an iridium, like black market iridium site here as well.
Is there any places where that could help me with that little like shield chip that I got?
If you're looking to try to upgrade, because you need to bump up from common to uncommon to use that bad boy there. You might be able to try one of the odds and end shops. They might be able to tinker a little bit with it, but at this point it's looking maybe like Fidget. It might be your best bet if you could pull Fidget away from the technical long enough.
Hey, Fidget.
Hey, yeah.
Could you help me with something?
Yeah.
You know those little chippy thingies we got a little a few days ago?
Yeah, the shield upgrades, yeah.
Yeah. How would I go about doing that?
I mean, we'd have to either upgrade your shield or you'd have to get a higher quality one.
Yeah, purchasing an uncommon shield is doable in this area, probably.
All right, I can do that. I can see if there's anything for sale.
So your best bet for that would be one of these odds and end shops. And when I say shops, I mean it's like a convention booth. It's like, these people have like a 15-foot square set up in this middle thing where they just have like tables full of like odds and ends and junk and wares.
Like at a flea market.
It is very much, yeah. It's like, this is kind of like Comic-Con meets Burning Man in the middle of the desert.
Nice. All right. So I'll see if there's any.
I'm tagging along with Tegan to the.
Cool. So who's going to the odds and end shop section, the little black market section? We got Hobbs, we got Tegan. Anybody else?
Yep. Do they have like junk shops over there?
Yeah. Basically, like this is where you'll find most of like the for sale kind of stuff like that.
Then I'll go with them.
And Kimmy too.
Yeah.
All right. So Fidget, are you remaining, or are you going exploring for a minute here?
I'm remaining and helping out with anything that I can help with tinkering.
Right.
She's probably proficient in more diverse sets of tools. For me it's mostly just tinkering and hacking, and I don't know how helpful hacking will be. So any tinkering tool stuff I can do to take a load off her shoulders, I'm on top of.
So go ahead and give us a. It's not advantage, but do two tinkering checks,
Okay.
and we'll see how much we can drop off that. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll her a couple mechanics checks.
Really, really good roll and a very, very medium roll. And that would be a 24 and a 15.
Nice. With that, you definitely clear the benchmark to half this, so the technical will be able to be restored in like 4 to 5 hours of this. But you guys all start to step away as the whirring noises and banging of different mechanical mechanisms are applied.
And this is the happiest Fidget has been since she joined the team.
You are like full body, like in the engine right now, just like going. Everyone else begins to move towards this kind of black markety section as you're moving. Like the crowd is a little less thick here, with the exception of like where the bookies are. A larger crowd is gathered, but for the most part, there's like kind of people just kind of meandering about, looking at stuff. And you find the two biggest places right now. There is an old curmudgeonly-looking cyborg chilling in front of or behind one of these kind of booth setups, and there is a big-ass loot goon behind another one, who's just waving at people as they walk by. This big-ass loot goon is easily standing close to 7 feet tall. Looks like he weighs probably a good 600 pounds. He's got like a big bag over his head with the eyes cut out. And he's got this huge backpack on that's almost the same size as him, that is effectively a gigantic safe that he's carrying around on his back like it's nothing. And he's just, hi! As
I love loot goons.
Oh my gosh, hi!
I like him. I'm gonna go talk to him.
All right. Kimmy and Tegan immediately march up to the guy, and he goes, "Hi, welcome. What can we do for you?"
Hi!
You are a big boy. Is that all muscle?
It is almost, and he like flexes, but his belly just jiggles every he makes. He goes, "I'm
Damn. Hell yeah. Hey, I was wondering if you. How much you lift? Like a good, like I can do maybe like a good 300 or so deadlift. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I never. How much does a car weigh?
Like a.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. I've never lifted a car. I haven't. Kimmy, I have a new goal. I'm going to lift a car.
Okay. I mean, don't let your dreams be dreams, but, lift with your legs and not with your back.
Right, cut to 12 hours later, Tegan is like laid up as like her back spasms from trying to lift the technical. Nah, but
I thought I could do it.
Just roll her out into the Pandoran sun, better than any heat pack I've ever heard of.
But this loot goon
Right.
pushes the paw on like a little lucky cat, like a Manaki Neko, that's just like sitting there waving, and he's just like, boop, and he like pushes down one of those little drinky birds as he's just like fidgeting as like you guys are like off.
No, he's adorable. Hey, I was wondering if you could help me. I was wondering if you could help me with something. I am looking for I'm looking for a new shield. Perhaps a little bit of an upgrade, if you will.
Okay.
You think you can help me out? You think you can help me out, big guy?
And he like takes off this like safe backpack he has, and it like to the ground as he sets it down. It is facing its back away from you as he moves around it and punches in a little key combination, and this thing opens up. And he goes, I got a few shields. What are you, and he just kind of looks. He goes, I have a Hyperion shield. I have a couple Pangolin shields. I have an Ancient shield.
And you say I have to at least have an uncommon one, right?
To be able to operate, yes. Upgrading to uncommon will increase the number of shield dice that you have, so it will increase the shield points, and it'll allow you to equip at least one uncommon accessory.
Yeah, it's my starter one, so I think it's like a medium.
All right. So if you are, let's see, he's fidgets around in there for a minute before producing a nice pangolin shield. It's definitely used, but it is functional. And he kind of he closes back up his backpack and puts it back on and just lifts it up like he's carrying a sack of groceries. And he sets down the pangolin shield. Now, pangolin shields are most shield modules are pretty big, but this is one hand. He just kind of bloop, sets it down gingerly. And he goes, yes, this is an uncommon pangolin shield. If you are looking to purchase it, it will be about $650.
650. I'll take it.
Yay! Awesome! And he rings you out. You now have an uncommon pangolin shield. So
Sweet.
that for one, Fidget can easily, without much effort or time, could install a mod onto that. And the
Sweet.
So make note of this: the pangolin shield. You will have 3 shield dice for an uncommon shield. So your shield will be 3d6 plus 9. So you can roll
3d6 plus 9.
Yeah, so since this is a new shield, go ahead and roll 3d6 and then add plus 9 to it.
Okay.
15.
14.
Or 9 plus 5? Right? 14, you're right. Yes, indeed.
Jokes.
Alright, so you got that. And then, so that's your new shield maximum, and it'll recharge. It's still the base recharge for that, so it will recharge 2 shield dice per round after not taking damage for 4 rounds. Or sorry,
shield dice.
Or actually, it'll recharge, 2 shield dice after not taking damage for 3 rounds, not 4. That's a typo. So if you don't take damage for 3 rounds, you recharge 2 shield dice.
Okay.
And then the Loot Goon looks over at you, Kimmy, and he goes, "How about you, pretty tentacle-haired lady?"
Aw, you're so sweet. Sorry, I was eating something and it stuck in my throat. Hang on.
Oh, it's okay. Take your time. I
actually. Oh, I actually imagine me actually saying that for a second there, like she did my character.
Yeah. I get it. I often try to swallow food whole. I don't mean to. It just happens.
Oh boy.
Aw.
I'm really good at other stuff.
So, do you have any, pretty shiny charms of any kind, possibly, maybe?
No.
Looking down at the table in front of him, it seems like important or expensive things are in his backpack. The table is littered with just what could be conceived as junk. It's a bunch of crap that he's obviously scavenged. We got, like I said, the little Manaki Neko doll, Drinky Birds. We got, various, little pins and pieces of metal, some small, some small knives, even a couple, throwing knives, that kind of stuff like that. But there is a bunch here. What are you looking for in particular?
I was trying to see if I could find like a silly little like charm trinket thing to hang on Peaches' like, you know, his explodey can thingy guy.
Oh yeah, the little napalm canister.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. I mean, you find a lot. There's like various small kind of keychains, some larger like little baubles that can easily be affixed with some kind of like hook. There is stuff that that's like little magnetized pieces of metal as well. So I will let you imagine what you want, and we'll say that you find it here.
Oh, okay. It's like a little like keychain with like a little 3D flame kind of thing, and it lights up.
Nice. He goes, oh yeah, I like the shiny one. Those are just $5.
Oh, okay, awesome. That is excellent. And she just forks over the money. A little extra.
He goes, yay, new friends.
Yeah, new friends are great.
So, you got your money on anybody in the race?
Oh no, I don't bet. Mama always said betting was a fool's errand.
Well, that's... Well, your mama's not wrong.
Yeah, she was a nice lady. She actually died in a technical crash.
No.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It's not the worst way to go.
No, I mean, she screamed a lot as it burned, but it's okay. I wasn't strong enough to get the car off of her, so that's why I lift cars now.
Oh, you have. Oh, your ability to lift car has meaning. You see, Kimmy. You see, Kimmy.
That is such a tragic origin story. I am so sorry for your loss.
See, if I am able to lift a car, I'd be able to save you guys if anything like that would ever happen to you.
It is a noble pursuit.
I agree.
I can't take this guy. Sorry.
I love him.
You can't take him and you made him.
I know. Honestly, what it says right here is it just says Loon. He's very dumb and likes making small talk.
Aw, that's precious as fuck.
That's all I wrote for this character.
Aw, well he's adorable. Look at him. He's just chilling.
He's a big boy. He's a big boy.
Awesome. Is anyone else sauntering over to this guy, or are we exploring more of the aspects as well?
I would just say that Hobbs wants to look over his junk tables to see if I see a parachute and or spray paint. Seems like the type of guy who
spray paint, yes.
Found such garbage.
It looks like he's got most of the stuff you can easily tell. Like he's in his wanderings, he's just kind of picked up junk, like either like out of the garbage or from like abandoned things. Like this dude just collects crap. So there's like half a dozen half-empty spray bottles like chilling in a corner of this thing. You roll me a d20, just flat d20.
Today, 12.
12. I'll make a comparable roll. Yeah. He does have several like large pieces of rather dirtied and or soiled fabrics. That may not be big enough for a chute itself, but probably could be combined to make what you want. There's like half a bedroll, like what apparently used to be a tent that has like holes kind of in it that need to be patched, but there are large pieces of fabric that he does have kind of bundled up.
Hey, LG. What are you looking for on your soiled textiles? And you can keep it.
I've never had it.
And these spray paints. looking for a little silver. Yeah, well, I imagine it's short for something. You don't go by Loot Goon, right? LG just seemed a little more personable. Luigi, maybe.
Luigi. Ah. Like, yeah. He's like very flustered at getting a nickname. Like this is a big day for him. And he's like, yeah, the spray cans, you can have the lot for $10, and I'll throw in the fabric for you.
And deal, my friend.
Cha-ching.
Keep losing weight. You're looking good.
Like the little eye holes, you can just see the face of like where his cheeks are blushing. Like,
Oh.
and he takes the money. He's
That's
like,
so cute. I'm gonna die.
Gracious.
he takes the money. He's like, gonna get some Royce Gold old-fashioned cannibal cooking tonight.
Okay.
I think we should call him Cupcake.
Well, see, he is still kind of cute the same way that Peaches is cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, he's a cannibal, though.
That's why we call him Cupcake.
Right.
Yeah?
Like the cannibal.
Well, he eats at the cannibal cooking place, and it doesn't necessarily mean he's like hunting down people and ripping their arms off and biting into them.
True.
Okay. Let's say like somebody like served you a plate, and they said, it's human meat. Like
In theory, let's
already
say that
there, it's already
person lived on a plantation where they ate nothing but pineapples and daiquiris for the last 6 years.
Okay.
it's already there. It's already cooked. It's ready to eat. Like you can't tell me that you wouldn't try it.
Actually, saw a guy do that at a party once back on the
I forgot that.
where I used to live.
For a second.
Oh yeah, you've probably eaten man.
Yeah, rats are cannibal.
Yeah, you've partaken of the long pig.
Yeah. So never mind. I can't judge him.
I don't even call it. It's not cannibalism for them. It's just like a food group. It's like one brick.
I mean, this guy was just sitting there, and he like just dove head first after coming out of a trance, like onto the table with all the drugs. And he did all the drugs, and the next thing you know, he's ripping off someone's arm and just chewing on it like a skag in the middle of winter.
That's scary.
It was. I think they put him in rehab after that. I don't remember. That party was weird.
I don't think I've ever been to a party.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead and put that guy who did all the drugs on my 86 list before the next time we throw one.
All the drugs.
Jesus Christ.
So Hobbs, if you spend like a good hour and a half, 2 hours, just kind of mending this, you can make yourself like a pretty reasonable, like one of those like it's longer than it is wider, kind of like parasail parachute type deals.
That's like exactly what I imagined. Great. And then at some point, I don't know what the whole group is going to do, but I would like to saunter on over to the surly-looking, was it Lieutenant Colonel Private?
Yep.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Colonel Private. This old-ass cyborg. He's sitting on like a stool and is very, like, it's like cybernetic arm, cybernetic leg, like half his face is cybernetic. Like this dude is like almost more robot than person at this point. And he's wearing like one of just the classic navy green, like old ass beaten shit, like army jackets. But Hobbs, you saunter over to this to Lieutenant Colonel Private as he is not standing up from his stool. As he looks at you and he goes, "Hey, what you want?"
Love that name.
Yeah, don't unburden yourself on my account. I'm just wanted to peruse your wares. You look like the experienced sort. Thought you might have something I'm interested in, or maybe I'd have something you'd be interested in. Wouldn't mind having a little extra scratch in my pocket around here.
Speak your mind. Just look with your eyes, not your hands. Otherwise, you'll be apt to lose it.
Fair. Yeah, no, I need these. So, good advice. I'd be curious if you're interested in acquiring either I'm gonna show him the capture gun, the net firing rifle. Either this capture gun and or this stun baton. Finding myself using, deadlier alternatives more often than not.
Very nice. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull up the melee weapon section here to look.
I think their full price value is $200 for the capture gun, you said, and $150 for the stun baton in the thing.
Yes, stun baton is actually worth $150 full price, and the capture gun, $200 for that bad boy. He looks it over, and he does kind of stand up. You see, he favors the cybernetic leg as he stands up. His human leg is a little gimpy on that. And he looks at the capture gun. He goes, "Do you mind if I handle the burst? Shut those fuckers up!"
No, by all means. Look with your hands. I don't work here.
Alright, he picks it up and kind of checks the aims down the sight, make sure it's not loaded as he makes sure that the trigger mechanism is working and stuff like that. Gauges it over. You see his robotic eye kind of it has an aperture that kind of changes its filter a few times around. He goes, you snagged this off a Promethean bot, didn't you? Messed with the law a little bit, I see, huh?
I stand by the fact that it was a misunderstanding. That doesn't mean a law wasn't broken, but we had differences of opinion on the matter.
Oh, I can't blame you for that there. Now this thing, I'd have to scrub the serial code off it and all that shit before I can resell it. But I'm definitely interested. And stun batons are always a pleasure to work with. My last one actually crapped the bed on me. I used it a little too much. If you catch my drift here.
I'm sure I don't, but I'm willing to part with both.
All right. Well, I mean, what's the? Keeping in mind that some work will need to go in on my end, especially on that capture gun. But what are you looking at for your price?
Let me get $225 for both of them.
Make a persuasion check.
That I can do. So how's a 25? Will a 25 get there?
He's holding up the gun and he's looking, and he clearly sees the part where this becomes this can become an electrified net, and you can see the little twinkle in his non-robotic eye as this is something he definitely likes a lot. He wants it, and he looks and he goes, how about 200 flat?
I'll take 210 if you can point me in the direction of a block of gallium, or maybe that's something you got hanging around.
Gallium? It's not something I commonly work with, but I would check over at Helheim's. So the advice is free. 210, you got a deal.
I like it. You seen more than one death race in your time around here?
Lately I've been working around these parts a little bit. Yeah. I've been here for the last about 3 anyway now. Been retired for the last 10 years. Eventually kind of just settled on Pandora. I like the freedom Pandora offers.
Loud and clear. Since advice is free, anything you want to throw my way before we saddle up for this?
He kind of puts his robotic arm on the table and leans in a little bit, and he goes, "You boys fixing to race, huh?" Well,
fixing to do more then, but yes, sir.
Well, I assume that you already know that the family's the one to beat. They got a ragtag team. The last couple races, they've always had 2 cars or 2 vehicles on the field here, and they don't fuck around. Their shit's tight. Every time it's a little different, but they. I would also try to keep an eye out for the preachers. They're new on the scene, but they're a wily bunch, and they are fanatic as shit. You don't they'll kill you for taking a piss in the wind. And aside from them, most of these, like, I don't know, like, I couldn't give two spits about the fucking Hodunks and the Zaffords and all their kind of garbage. But the other one, the wild dogs I would look out for are those Crimson fuckers. You never know what a psycho. They're just as apt to explode on the starting line as they are to take the whole fucking cake. They're the wild cards, in my opinion.
I appreciate your insights. Well, I hope I live to spend some more money at your shop a little later.
I'll look forward to it. Keep bringing me cool shit like this, and I think we could have ourselves a nice little acquaintanceship here. And he, like, back into his stool with, like, a little bit of steam out of his leg.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and rejoin the others unless somebody else is shopping with the cyborg.
All right. Anybody else here for Lieutenant Colonel Private, or are you guys still over conversing with the loot goon?
We're probably still hanging out with the Luke Coon, to be honest.
Right?
He's a pretty
bird. I put oil in his jar. He loved oil. He's my best friend. His name is Charlie.
That's awesome.
I think I'm gonna head back to the garage where Fidget is.
All right, back to Sintin as Tegan makes her way over there.
I might be interested in placing a wager, but I would not want to do that until after we've found out what our upgrades are going to run us.
Fair enough. Well, they're going to be taking bets right up until Ready, Set, Go. So, but awesome. Kimmy and Duck, anything else from you guys?
On the way back, is there a bar?
There is not an indoor bar, but there's the Brain Hemorrhage. They are serving alcohol by the same name. It's very high content.
Brain Hemorrhage, you say?
Yeah.
Do I see any of the other drivers there? I'm not going to do it right now. I just
yeah, actually, there's it's like one of the biggest booze sellers in this area, so of course there's a fucking crowd. But looking at it, you do recognize the people sporting the colors. There's a big presence of like the Hodunks and the Mud Poppers. Even the Zaffords are there. It's like this kind of tense, kind of like Zaffords are here, and every now and then they're just kind of dead-eyeing each other. And I would also say that some of the Crimson fuckers are kicking around there too. It's a big bandit spot.
Perfect. I'm gonna go up to the bartender. Very loud.
Ooh, I'm gonna go.
I'd like to buy a free round for all the drivers tonight.
Everybody is like, oh shit, the new guy, look at this fucker. And they just all start going. And the guy looks at you, and he's like looking around at like some 20-odd people that are kind of standing around him and goes,
if they're all drivers, works for me.
Yeah, just for the drivers. Now, there's probably, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5 drivers kicking around there. There's 1 from the Hodunks, 2 from the Zaffords, and 3 from the Crimson fuckers. So 6 in total.
Great. How much would that be?
You're looking at probably 25, we'll call it.
Okay.
$25. Are you buying one for yourself?
No. I'm just gonna sit down at a...
Because this is like straight up moonshine. This is like somebody
exactly.
in their bathtub kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. I'll start working on my thing while I'm here.
Okay. If you are looking to slip them something, do be mindful that the race doesn't start for like another 30-ish hours or so.
Right. I wasn't gonna do it tonight. I was just looking to get some. What's it called?
Some cred or what have you?
Yeah, Goodwill, something like that.
I got
Lull them into a sense of false security.
Yeah.
one big hodunk fucker that's almost the size of a Loot Goon, and he's wearing like overalls with no shirt, and he's sweaty, and like this is a pig of a man or whatever. He walks over and hits you way too hard on the back, and he's like, "Oh, let's give it up for you." And
I'm very small. That hurt a lot.
and he just like takes it. It comes in like a like a standard like kind of like beer glass. But even just as he's passing this out, it smells like fucking gasoline. And this dude just slams it back and like breaks the glass off his head. He's just like, whoa! Like,
Sounds like my kind of crowd.
Fucking so loud.
Now, when you were saying like this stuff is like moonshine, it made me think of
Moonshine Siren.
because I just recently watched all of Twisted Metal, which is really fucking good.
so good.
And it made me think of that part. Wine, toilet or sink? That made me laugh so fucking hard.
Press bar.
Yeah. But anyway, so
Yeah.
so Duck, you supply booze to a lot of these guys and ingratiate yourself amongst them. They're very happy. And also, you know what? Just give me like either a stealth or a deception check. Your call.
Okay. Which one am I better at? Definitely stealth.
Well, it's also like what you're trying to accomplish with it. If it was something that would be more towards deception, but there's a lot of sneaky stuff you could be doing. You like doing sneaky stuff.
22.
Nice. Nice. With that easily, I'll say you go kind of under the radar on this, and don't do or say anything that specifically draws attention to you as part of a racing team. So you're just an unknown entity at this point.
They just think you're a real big fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just think you're a cool guy buying beer. Like,
I love the races.
I like the vrooms.
but
This guy drinks. He's cool.
everyone eventually. Well, sorry. I don't know if you want to go check out for that gallium now, or if we all want to return to Sinton for a while.
I mean, having no real insight to what Duck's sabotage plan was, it kind of sounds like he's got his bases covered. So I will. The only thing I want to do is I did want to stop by the Crimson. I was going to say Raider, but Crimson Fuckers. If I could, you said that they are sort of plain, like out in the open.
Yeah, it's like they're having like as like the mechanic is like furiously working on getting their thing set up. It's a bunch of psychos just having a psycho party.
Don't run away! I need your
Okay, so I would like to. Hobbs will use his quick change tech to appear like whoever registered us for the race.
Okay, just kind of nondescript Torgue personnel, just wearing like the classic like yellow
with the lanyard,
red with like the checker stripe kind of thing.
Nice. Yeah, and I'm not going to actually say anything to anybody. I just want to look for whatever the most ostentatious banner that they have available. Skulls, crossbones, Jolly Roger, whatever type of obnoxious psycho shit I can see, and I'm going to start taking it.
Nice, yeah. You're easily able to find out. It looks like it's kind of like the vault symbol, but it's like super like drippy and like it's merged like behind the vault. Like it's all red, but it's like a slightly different shade of red. So it's like a vault symbol with like a skull mixed behind it, and then the paint just runs down like splatter paint style, and red on black.
Okay, yeah, perfect, like that.
Yeah, cool. I mean, if you just want to go and like tear one down, you're welcome to. If you want to try to do it unnoticed, I'll say you can give me a stealth.
Oh, no, not attempting to do it unnoticed.
Okay. All right. So, just because these guys are all crazy fuckers that are moving around, go ahead and give me stealth with advantage, because this is a group of psychos and they're just partying.
Alright. That's pretty good. That's nice stats. Okay, so that's a 16 or a... So 16? For the love of God.
Let me just, for due diligence here, on a basic-ass psycho, let me see what their... I'm 90% sure their passive perception ain't gonna beat it, but let me take...
Probably like a 9.
I think it is. I think they have a -1. So I'm just gonna do due diligence here, bring it down to the... Let's see, who would be... We'll say this psycho is like the boss psycho. Passive perception. Nope, yep. You just kind of like walk over and like you stop in front of the banner for a second there and you see like one psycho is like... He kind of looks at you for a second and you think he might be coming, or you think he might be like, you know, like gonna interact with you or whatever like that, but he's kind of swaying, just staring at you. And then he turns and just vomits in his mask, and you just kind of pull it down and start walking away.
Just, I'll nod and, just keep on tugging. I'll tuck that up under my arm, and I'll maybe even give my little heels a click as I stroll back towards our garage.
Nice. You got, like, it's like a solid, like, 5-foot by 3-foot banner. That you're able to just kind of pull through. It's like one of those big hanging ones that's like 5 feet long and 3 feet wide. But dope. And then we all return to Sintit. Fast forward a few hours in, and you've got the technical back up and running. Have been like collecting parts. Hobbs, you spent a little bit of time sewing, which is a new activity for you, but past enough to be able to make a functioning kind of parachute, along with finding just some cord and wire lying around, fairly easy to scavenge up. And Duck, if you want to...
That parachute is going to... the parachute will prominently feature the 5x3 banner. And I would like to maybe just dab some of the, like, pinkish, purplish spray paints, whatever winds up matching Fidget and Brianna's sort of color scheme. I just want to add that to the drippy effect in the logo on the banner.
Gotcha. Nice. I dig it. Yeah.
I pictured like the masking steel. You ever seen when they have those knives that almost has like the watery layers of like metal overlaying itself?
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah. Awesome. So we'll say if you wanted to stick with Brianna, like she's basically makeshift like a little forge with like, you know, one of those like solid I don't know exactly what they're made of, but it's some kind of like earth and steel buckets or whatever like that. Just being hit from multiple angles with different kinds of like acetylene torches as it like kind of just slowly like kind of begins, and that's just resting over like in a very high intense heat, like coal fire that they've just kind of cobbled together in the back of the pit. So especially as you move back into like the back section of the garage, is fucking hot back there. It's sweltering, like they, you know, like, and to keep the heat, like windows are closed, and like, you know, they're just putting as much heat onto this as possible. And over the course of you guys fixing up the technical, we'll say that has been smelted down enough to a good degree where you can start like applying the coating on as well.
Nice.
Dope. Duck, if you wanted to spend some of this time tinkering with your experimental tech, you certainly can. If you want to give a tech attack roll, if you will, like wisdom plus proficiency.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Oh, good. Which taste?
Because this is part of your foolhardy tech and something that you have meticulously crafted.
14?
Yeah, I would say 14 is enough that you believe that you've got it into like a good working order, especially since the whole purpose of this is specifically not to target peaches. I'd say that's a fair call. But Is there anything else anybody wanted to be working on in that time? Fidget, if you wanted to give a quick tinkering check for... you can do it with advantage for Tegan's shield as well.
Alright, 22.
Nice. Boom. Your shield has Fire Nova upgraded. Be advised that this does not not have friendly fire, if you will. Like, if this shield goes off while you're in the technical, things happen. So be advised.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think the technical resistant to fire, or is it not?
I don't think. Yep, it is resistant to fire and non-explosive bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Oh, I had a question that just reminded myself. So our vehicles are they? Because they have listed a vulnerability to explosive. Is it that they're vulnerable to explosive, or is it that they're just supposed to be not resistant to it?
Yes, they are vulnerable to explosive damage.
Oof, okay. I just didn't know. I didn't know if that was like a typo or not. Okay, that is definitely something we got to keep in mind, because that sucks. There's a lot of explosive weapons.
Yeah, and that is kind of the point of it.
Yeah.
If your car gets hit
Oh,
with a
and,
rocket launcher, it's bad news bears.
Yeah.
Hobbs is going to make a point too to share with the others the tidbit that I got from Lieutenant Colonel Private. That the family likes to use 2 cars. I can easily see that being like a trap car thing, like insurance scheme style, whether like one gets in front of you and behind you, or both sides force you into something. So I think we have to like keep an eye out for like identify where both of them go from the start and try not to lose track.
The spike strip thing. Like, if even if we can't work it into the vehicle somehow, just having them in the back so the gunner can just fucking throw them off the back of the vehicle might be a good idea.
If you want to Fidget, and if you want to like team up with anybody on this, if you want to spend like an hour with like an acetylene torch, I'd say you could probably easily make something. Like, use some jagged piece of scrap metal to like make a spike strip, and like we'll call it like an hour. You can make like 1 strip, so you can make like a couple if you need.
Cool.
I think Hobbs is going to linger with the tech-savvy folk and try and make myself useful and acquaint myself with the updated technical.
Very nice, very nice. And Jay, you're going to be working on that as well. Fidget, you're going to be sticking with that for the most part. If you want to branch out and go anywhere else too, like you can spare, like you could take like an hour break to go talk at somebody if you wanted to. Not, you know what I mean. Kimmy and Duck, what do you want to do in this time? As we are like, getting on a good, we're closing in on like 8 hours spent fucking around with this vehicle at this point. So we still have a full like 20 hours ish.
I suppose I'd probably stick around to make sure that they don't need any extra help and stuff.
Okay.
I know I'm not like super duper tech savvy, but like...
We'll say you definitely spend like a couple hours like helping apply this iridium coating to parts of the vehicle along with Fidget, and then maybe adding some flavor, stealing some of the leftover spray paint from Hobbs, and kind of just going ham on the technical.
Hell yeah, creative.
Well, my only thing is, I want to make one last trip to the bar as close to the race as I can.
Fair enough.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
That's all I really want to do.
Cool. Alright, so at that point, so we'll flash forward a little bit, and let's hammer down what we want to put on this technical. So with a good, taking it in shifts, we can bump it back up to somebody's always going to be working on it while others are sleeping, to given various degrees of technicality. I don't want to shortchange you guys, but we'll say you guys have like give or take around 20 hours to finish up this bad boy. So we got the winch and the sled. We have a parachute, and we have some lightweight armor. So I'll say with that we can give the heavy armor boost to that without the max speed reduction, since you guys did spend iridium, which is a powerful consumable. You know what I mean? Like if you guys are gonna spend iridium, we'll give you that.
Yeah, I was gonna say like whatever. Like my suggestion was gonna be like whatever price you think would have been fair to get an upgrade of that quality, like use up that value of iridium, I guess.
Gotcha. For this, let's see, the heavy armor is pretty basic armor, pretty basic upgrade. Usually it would be like welded scrap metal, like on to like form like heavy panels along the side here, but using this along with a couple pieces of scrap metal, I'd equate it to like a pretty like a lower tier uncommon kind of accessory. So you'll say you can. Yeah, we'll spend two bars of iridium, and that I think smelted down that would be enough to give like a lightweight coating to like the front end, the wheel wells, to really. Well,
would we be able to pull off what my original intent of making it a little lighter would have been, which is to improve its dex. So instead of a +1, bump it up to a +2. And if we have to burn almost all the iridium to do that, I am okay with that, because that is that'd be a really beneficial thing.
How much iridium did you guys collect?
I had 8 bars listed, but I don't know if I wrote that down wrong.
And I think that's about right.
$100 chunk.
We'll focus on the refined iridium bars right now. Is everyone cool with, depending on how much you guys like, is everyone cool with these bars being spent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then Fidget, give me another give me another Tinker's Tools check. Yeah, I think that would be most apt. With advantage, as you have from Brianna as well as like everyone else kind of bumping heads together.
All right. Well, depending on how you look at it, I got an 18 on one die and a 19 on the other. So I think this is meant to be. So that'd be a 25.
25. Nice. I just rolled 2d4, and then we're gonna have that. So 3 bars of iridium.
Not bad. I think that's a very, very well spent investment.
Yeah. Mixed it in with certain other like types of like kind of alloys that they've been able to like smelt down to like give this thing like that kind of like, not a pearlescent coating, but that kind of like shiny coating. You're able to get like a good chunk of the car with it, like the entire front end moving into the back cab, that kind of thing.
I was just going to ask, so the heavy armor improves HP, right? Not armor.
Yeah. So you'll gain 20 hit points.
20.
You know what? Just because of like
not taking the speed penalty right now.
Yeah. Because it's iridium, we'll bump that up to 30 hit points, and you don't reduce your max speed. And with that, we'll give you the extra +1 to dex. So the dex score becomes a 14 + 2.
14?
Yeah, 14 plus.
Wow,
2.
yeah, that is useful.
So yeah, 30 extra hit points and +2 to dex. No penalty on the speed for that. You guys did spend iridium, and like I said, iridium's used for some of the most potent pieces of powerful tech, as well as it's worth a lot of money to the right buyers and stuff. Like, it's a valuable thing to have.
And like, it's assuming our vehicle survives this, we have an awesome custom vehicle that you can't readily replicate anywhere.
And I might even, depending on how this goes, if the vehicle does survive and everything goes in your favor, I might allow you to add it to a Digistruct inventory so that it could possibly be respawned.
Ooh.
But that'll require its own set of rolls and checks at the end of this. But it's a cool idea, and I like rewards cool ideas. And just for the shit of it, everyone take a badass point.
Woo!
'Cause this is
Yay!
a good one.
We should definitely do one of the special tires. I like the barbed and the monster. They're both really good.
Yeah. I think we should avoid the special boosters though, because we don't want to lose a seat.
Yeah.
So this one just comes with it's a can of nitrous that rests on the passenger seat that you're able to just kind of.
See, the cool thing with the barbed tires is if someone's chasing you, you could go into difficult terrain, and if they don't have barbed tires, you have a huge advantage. But when you're not in difficult terrain, the monster wheels are going to be hands down better, so they're both fucking good. I don't know.
I just envision a lot of bumping, right? A lot of rubbing metal. So I feel like the barbed ones help us sort of keep control of the vehicle, but I suppose if you're able to drive over somebody, that's not a bad advantage either. I also just, no matter how big our tires are, correct me if I'm wrong, but I have a feeling there's going to be a vehicle out there that's bigger than ours. I'm just expecting at least one gargantuan, you want to talk about Mad Max. I feel like there's going to be somebody who overbuilds.
No, without saying that's a good assumption to make.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the mechanical benefit. It gives our tires more hit points if they get hit. But being able to ignore a lot of different types of difficult terrain is a huge advantage in a cross-terrain race, So
yeah, I'm just picturing even one quarter mile of rough terrain. If everybody else is half speed and we just cruise through, we leave half the racers behind with now we're dealing with one person instead of 7.
I will say, if anyone wants to make a survival check, go for it now.
We're not going to attempt one, but
I'm no good at that, but I'll roll.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
How does a 10 sound?
I also got a 10.
Yeah. I got
mediocre.
My cock.
balls rolled. I got a 17. I'm rolling really well tonight. God damn it.
I got a 13.
Okay. So again, bumping you guys' head together, and you're looking over the course map that you guys have that takes you from the Dust to Three Horns Valley rather. You're going to be going over a lot of loose sand and sand dunes, moving into a kind of rockier texture that does appear like there will be active geysers that are present. And as you get more and more into the valley, you'll start coming across against some ice as well.
Oh shit! Yeah, on the ice, the barbed tires will be huge.
So, loose sands, geysers, different road hazards, it is going to be a tough one. And, though it's under wraps right now, this is a Torgue-sponsored event, so who knows what other obstacles are going to be placed in your way, besides the natural terrain.
I think I'm still very pro barbed wheels.
Yeah, that's looking like it's the smarter choice. Just remember to protect them wheels.
Alright, does everyone else feel good about the barbed wheels?
Yeah.
Okay, and Brianna will also chime in and be like, well, we guys are making good time, especially with all of you helping. I wouldn't mind fitting a grinder on this bad boy either. I got a bunch of scrap metal I can just weld to the front. Now, I'll tell you mechanically what that does. A grinder a set of metal spikes and blades welded to the front, allowing a technical to crash into a creature or object and not have to make a crash saving throw or suffer damage. Assuming the creature or object that is hit can be moved or destroyed without stopping the technical. So, like, if you're hitting a car or an animal or something, like, it'll plow through. If you hit a rock, it's gonna, like a boulder, it's gonna stop you. But assuming you can move through something, the creature also suffers the normal crash damage and an additional 2d10 damage on top of that. So for a technical, you'll be looking at hitting something and dealing 6d10 damage.
Can we combine that with the heavy armor? Because they're both listed under armor.
I will allow it. There isn't a specification that says you can only have one. And especially...
All right, cool, yeah. Why wouldn't we do that, then? That's awesome. If we couldn't pull the armor off without the speed hit, I was going to suggest the grinder. So I'm a huge fan of this.
Yeah, Brianna's just like, look, grinders come in fucking handy. You can you can shake somebody loose. You can make people crash. If anything gets in your way, you just drive through it. So I'm on board with getting to work welding the grinder.
I love this shit. It's fucking awesome.
Nice. All right, awesome. So we spend the rest of this period here working heavily on the cars, just, whirring and welding and, pounding, all kinds of, behind closed doors as it gets, closer and closer to the race, everyone is, working furiously. We'll run, two more things before we probably get to the end of this session here. Duck being one of them. But first, as we take turns in getting this long rest in, let's just have... we're going to go in... Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. So we'll just do 2 4-hour shifts, I think, will probably be okay, more or less. So... Who wants to take the first watch as people begin to gather long rests?
I'll do it.
Well, I still have exhaustion. Still have exhaustion, so I should probably not volunteer.
Yeah.
All right, Kim.
Yeah, I'll stay. I'll do it.
Right.
I didn't even hear somebody go.
Nope. Both of you guys can take the first watch here. So you can either both roll perception checks, or you can one of you can do so with advantage.
Do you consider yourself the perceptive sort?
Not really, no.
I'm not perceptive at all. I think with 2 people should take each watch and fidget.
I was going to say, let's both roll.
It's just going to work out.
Spread it around.
Fair.
Gotcha.
Let's hope that you do a little better, because I got a 15 total.
I got a 16, so plus 2, that makes it an 18.
Hey!
Nice.
Very nice, very nice.
As you guys are kind of watching as, Fidget continues to work before Fidget goes on his long rest, Brianna's currently resting, so they can kind of alternate in between. Like I said, everyone's furiously working, but it is, Kimmy, you do see someone trying to, peek in through, a closed window to get a look at what you guys are doing.
I'm going to grab a screw, and I'm gonna whip it at that opening.
Alright. Awesome. Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Ooh, my favorite. Could I activate menacing? Is that okay?
I do believe so. I don't think that's something you have to activate. I think that's a passive ability with that feat you took. Let me double check that.
Oh, nice.
Gain proficiency with the intimidation skill, and if you're already proficient with it, you add double your proficiency bonus to any checks you make with it. And when you make an attack on your turn, you can replace one attack with an attempt to demoralize one sentient creature. So you can you can do that and make them frightened of you, or you can just use your natural expertise in intimidation to scare them off. It's up to you. It's not really It's not really an attack action, but you are whipping something at them, so you can make an attack roll.
Yeah, I want to do that.
All right, go ahead and make an attack. This is just a grunt. You're not even trying to hit them. You're throwing it at the window, so go ahead and make an attack roll.
That's a 10.
10 is actually what you needed. You're throwing a screw at a window. So I actually literally set it at 10. So blam. Awesome. And now because of that, this guy has to.
Dear tentacle slayer.
So yeah. So make
Yes.
make a charisma intimidation check and tell me what you do as like this person like is trying to see what's going on with you guys' vehicle, but he just sees you.
Is a 24.
Yeah. 24 beats this dude's 14. So he looks at you. Tell me what he sees as he like stares.
Well, Kimmy gets like a deep scowl on her face, and her tentacles just start like whipping around, looking like they were on fire. She figured that was a good trick from when they tricked Peaches into joining the group. So she's just like, it's gotta work this time, and she just like get the fuck away.
This is like standing on like a trash can that as he's like trying to get a look in this window, and he just sees you, and you just hear him like into the trash or whatever, and then he like scurries away, not able to get a look at what you guys are doing.
Hell yeah.
With a 24-year-old, he probably needs new pants.
Yeah.
Right?
He's wearing brown pants.
This guy's got the right idea. He wore the brown pants.
He is now.
Oh, he was smart.
Dope. Awesome. Fantastic. After a minute, after a little bit longer of that, you guys don't have any other looky-loos, and you decide to call it a rest. Fidget, you said you want to just continue working, so it's going to be Tegan and Duck up next if you guys want to take a round at watch here.
Sure.
So again, either one of you can roll perception with advantage, or you both can roll perception separately.
What do you think? How's your what's your perception?
I have a +4.
Shit. I think you're easily the most effective.
You probably are a lot more. Yeah, you're a little bit more perceptive than I am.
Okay, then I'll roll with advantage. Both not great. 15.
Yeah, very, very similarly. There is like some noise happening outside, as people are, moving around. So you're kind of cautious as to like people walking by and trying to listen. And as you like kind of walk up and like look out the window yourself to see, you do see like a group of bandits that are kind of like mingling outside of the shop or whatever like that. And when you like poke your head out, they like look and they like see you in the window, and like they all stop talking and they're just like staring.
I don't like that. I'm gonna take out my flare gun. Just fire it at their feet.
All right. I'll say it doesn't require an attack roll against either of these guys. You just like, and it like, and
get out of here.
Yeah, right on the feet. And smoke immediately goes up. Now these guys start like waving it off, and eventually they disperse as they kind of like snow away. Keep walking. But yeah, good. No problems there. And the rest of the watch goes fairly uneventfully. Fidget, you get a long rest. Tegan, your rest concludes shortly after that, as well as like you nap down, so your exhaustion level's gone. Everyone gets the benefit of a long rest. And yeah, and as we flash forward a little bit, we are now within like 4 hours of race time happening. Your car is looking dope. You got the grinder attached to it. The winch is ready to go. You have like a nice like little like tucked away portion for the parachute to be able to access when needed, if needed. And Kimmy, why don't you describe what would you like to paint on the side of this vehicle, as it is like that purpley, shiny, metallic things like like through the front end moving towards the back, but you have like the entire sides of this thing more or less that you can like be decorative in.
I'm going to do a super detailed, super glittery like panel of Queen Butt Stallion herself.
Nice. The Diamond Pandora corn in all her majesticness on there. Brilliant.
With like a glittery rainbow trailing behind her.
Nice. And Brianna comes up covered in grease, smelling ripe. And she holds open like a bottle of like bathtub champagne. And like and you guys want to christen the car here. So she has like a separate bottle, like she's like hands it off to Hobbs, who's like the main pilot, so you can smash it across the side of it if you wish, like a maiden voyage. But what do we dub this vehicle?
Death by Sparkles.
Death by Sparkles. I love that.
Two kinds of people.
I love Death by Sparkles, though. That's so good.
Sparkles is hard to beat.
Yeah.
That's true.
As they announce, they're going to announce it during the race, and it's going to be like, oh, there they go, Death by Sparkles.
I know. I thought mine was really clever, but I love Death by Sparkles. That's really good.
Oh, thanks, you guys.
It sounds like we have a consensus. So, Death by Sparkles, you all...
It's going to be also a great one for the crowd to chant.
Yeah.
Right. So you all have a toast. Hobbs, you christen the beast, as it were. And you guys are set and ready. Duck, you want to venture off to the beer garden. Tegan, I think, wants to join as well on her own accord, not necessarily with you, but separately.
Yeah.
Pre-game show here. Anybody else want to do anything in the last 4 hours before the race starts?
Kimmy's gonna guard the car. I feel like it's important that somebody guards the car.
Good call.
Fair.
I think it's a pretty good call. I was actually thinking Hobbs will do exactly what all these skeezy creeps were doing to us and just see if I can go peek in a window or two.
All right. And Fidget, anything for you, or are you staying with the car with Kimmy?
I'm probably staying with the car. I'm probably like talking shop.
Okay.
Did it again. I want to call her Bridget. What the hell? Why can I don't know. Why can I not get the name Bridget out of my head?
You can just call her Bree for short if you want.
Yeah, Bree. That's better.
So I'll deduct the 100 from the winch and sled, but is there other costs that we didn't account for there with the barbed wheels or?
The barbed wheels will be 1,000, depending on how you guys want to try to split that up.
I'll pitch. I haven't contributed anything.
So I have another 200 I can throw towards that.
Yep, and I have 200 I'll throw in for that too.
I'll throw in 200.
So it's 600.
Egan and Duck able to come up with another 4.
I can pitch in 2.
Then I will also pitch in 2.
All right, so everyone deduct an additional 200.
That gets us there.
The grinder's on the house from Brianna, as it is just scrap metal she has lying around. So you guys are in the clear for that. So Bree, Fidget, and Kimmy are all staying with the car, just kind of talking shop and a little bit. Kimmy, maybe you like a little pre-recording if you would like.
Oh yeah, she's definitely selfieing it up with the new baby.
Right, it is majestic as fuck. Awesome. So this will be the last thing we do before we call it a night here. Tegan and Duck head to the little beer garden where there is a lot of people now mingling around. You get the feeling a lot of vehicles are set and ready to go. So it's a lot of people chilling around, and they're even the family is in the beer garden as well.
Ooh.
This time, and they are surrounded by people. Some of them are their own guys that aren't like necessarily racers, but part of their crew or squad or whatever. And then there's like fans that are kind of mingling around. They have like a big attention drawn around them. Meanwhile, Hobbs, you skip off to check out some of these other places, but we'll handle Duck and Tegan first. As you guys walk into the beer garden, like I said, it is very festive. At this point, there's like a band playing as well. That's just like a Pandoran trashcore band. That it's just kind of bumping. People are like getting loose and like getting excited. Like it's a pregame show. The atmosphere is very high. And you can see that after another, like 20 hours have passed, like the sun is now like in its like kind of afternoon evening position and stuff like that. Like the race will begin before nightfall happens, but will go through the night. Duck, what are you looking to accomplish here?
Okay. I'm gonna buy another free round for all the drivers. Trying to slip howlers into the drink. I have 6 howlers left, and I definitely, at the very least, want to get them to the family if I can.
Okay. Try. First of all, like the Hodunk like recognizes you like right away, especially when you offer to buy beer, and he is like basically having your back. Like this big guy is, anybody that's buying free beers, like this dude's a friend with. But
I knew that would help.
Huh?
I just said I knew that would help.
How long do those take to kick in?
The good question. The howlers take like maybe an hour to kick in. Like it's not that long, but they last a while, as Tegan can attest.
Could Duck have chemically modified them to be like a slow release?
That's a good point. I was a little worried about that.
Yeah.
Gotcha. During the time spent tinkering with the car and stuff, you can go ahead and make a, Duck, are you making this check?
Yeah, probably.
I think this would be an actual good set for your herbalist kit to kick in.
Okay.
So
nature check?
Yeah, basically, we'll call it. It's like wisdom plus proficiency.
Well, nature is int.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. I always forget. Why do I always think nature is wisdom?
I do too.
in different editions of D&D, they've changed it. They've switched back and forth between wisdom and int a couple times.
That is wicked counterintuitive. I just immediately thought it was wisdom too.
I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna call it wisdom plus proficiency.
Yeah.
Oh no. 8.
A druid is a wisdom build, and
yeah.
That's nature.
So is ranger.
Yeah.
All
right.
Yeah.
So you're able to modify them, and you feel like you did a pretty okay job. Basically, what I'm going to say is mechanically, some will release shorter than others. So it will be a bit of a gamble, but you will know when the time is right. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If the ones that kick off sooner is in one of the psychos drinks, no one's going to notice the difference.
So true.
As you're buying a bunch of rounds for people, Tegan, real quick here, tell me what you're doing, because this may or may not help Duck.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just like, I just wanted to get like maybe just a nice little drink before.
Challenge one of the drivers to an arm wrestling match. Try to fuck up his arm.
Break his driving hand.
It's not a terrible idea.
I mean, they probably wouldn't fall for it, but if they did, that would be really awesome.
You can certainly try. Another thing you can also do is just kind of make a distraction, or something of that nature too. Like it's totally.
Okay. So. Okay, so I'm just gonna order one beer. Just a beer. Nothing serious.
All right.
I don't know. Is there does the tent have like a bar table or anything like that? Like a
There's a bunch of like bars, or like little tables, like kind of like set around. A lot of people. It's like a standing room kind of thing. Not a lot of people sitting, but there are like little tables and stuff littered around.
All right. I stand on one of the tables. I hold up my drink, and I say, To everyone, may we all have a good race. Maybe some of us will die, but we will die. We will die as warriors. And I chug it down. I chug it down. I throw the glass on the floor.
Brilliant.
And hopefully that gets people's attention.
Make me a general charisma check.
Charisma. Okay.
It's your best stat.
I know.
I mean, my charisma score is not bad. That was kind of a shitty roll though, but it got me a 10.
All right, 10's not terrible. 10's like good average or whatever. So yeah, a lot of people turn their attention to you. Everyone holds up glasses and be like, "To a glorious death," and like, you see the Hodunks like, "Fuck yeah, smash!"
And
I love them.
It's a 10 with a Tegan standing on a table. That weighs a lot heavier than if I were to stand up on a table and did the same thing.
You would just be average height.
I think that 10 would carry Tegan a lot further.
I'm saying it's enough that I will allow Duck, if you want to make just a quick sleight of hand with advantage as you begin to
Yeah.
Can I also, like, as I see Tegan climbing on the table, can I use my proficiency ordinance to get a D4?
Yeah.
Because I can hold it for a minute. So I'm thinking if I do it just a little bit before, then.
Yep. So we'll say as time's happening, like this guy is like sliding like a tray full of beers at you as Tegan gets up on the table and everyone's attention starts to turn towards Tegan. You go. So yes, absolutely. You may activate your proficiency relic. Go ahead and give me the roll plus the D4. With advantage.
14.
14, alright. So you quickly, like, just kind of, like, you go to grab the train as you go, you just kind of, like, bloop, 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 drop them in, and you begin walking around. Now, let's see, there are 8 teams. I'm gonna roll a, 2d4 here. Ooh, that's good. Yeah, a couple of d20s here. That's good. Okay. So you see, of it, almost at least one person from almost every team takes it. A couple people from certain teams, but you easily give out tainted beers to. That's not the one I want.
Oh right.
Not you. You. Yes. My notes here. Just making sure. So, the Hodunks, the Mud Poppers, they take it. The Banjax boys, the Hell Hunters, the Crimson Fuckers, and the Techno Beards all get one. And now, as you move closer to the finish, there is a big crowd as you kind of move in. You have like 3 or 4 beers left as you kind of move in, and like you're stopped by like this big kind of bouncerish, looking like a big muscular kind of dude, and he just like stops you and he goes, "What do you think you're doing?"
I'm just being friendly. It's for good luck.
Go ahead and just go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
I'm not going to say this isn't a straight pass or fail. I'm saying depending on how high you get, there will be different circumstances.
I'm switching dice, actually. Okay, that's pretty good for me with a +0, 13.
Okay. You kind of make your way over. Like this guy like looks at you and he's like, "Yeah, well, listen up, little man. No funny business as it goes. I got my eye on you."
Of course.
And you kind of walk over along with like a couple other people that are like kind of riding like your coattails coming in as the bouncer like turns and like grabs like a young woman off the side of you by like the scruff of the neck and be like, "Not you!" and kind of throws you back. And she just kind of thumps under the ground like, "I thought I was part of this." Yeah, just trying. It's like people trying to like sneak in like the VIP section, if you will. You know what I mean? Like, anytime one person goes through, it's like a bunch of people try to go through. The bouncer's got his hands full as you move your way in, and this younger looking woman walks over to you and grabs a beer and she goes, "You're the one buying rounds for everyone. You must be a fan, huh?"
Yeah, I love the races so much. They're so exciting.
Yeah, you're looking at the winners right here, and like grabs like one of the like mugs off and kind of like clinks it against the other glasses you have on the tray and begins to down it. So there is a few other guys like skinnier looking guys, and then there's the big guy. Do you want to try to give one of these to the big guy?
Sure.
All right. You walk over to him, offer, and he like stares at you and he goes, "I don't drink before a race."
Well, damn.
I mean, it's free and there's still a couple hours.
Instead of having you make a roll, I'm gonna make a roll here. Yeah, unfortunately, with those
that's
two rolls,
fair.
this guy's not budging. He goes, "I appreciate it," but you see two of his other crew do pick him up and drink them down. So you got three of his crew, and you're kind of in the inner circle as you bought drinks to these people. They're a little bit like more friendly to you, and this woman, we'll call her Letitia. She's kind of taken a bit of a shine to you, actually. She kind of just starts like chatting you up. She goes, what brings you to the dust here? You come here specifically for the race, or are you looking, you know what I mean? Like, are you gonna, make it to the end? Are you gonna come see us win?
Oh yeah, I come every year. I love watching you guys.
Oh, nice. Well, and you see after a minute, she kind of like slips you a card that has like, the finishing lines at the Happy Hotel, and we have rooms there. You could see written the room on your card.
Oh my! Yeah, pretty much.
Oh dear.
She like looks at you, she's like, "What can I say? I guess I have a type, and you kind of fit that."
His face is beet red.
I'm gonna go to the bouncer and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, if I smash this glass against my face, can I go into the VIP section?"
I don't know. Let's see you do it.
Okay.
A little bit of blood running down the cup of your forehead, and he looks at you and laughs. And he goes, "No, get the fuck out of here."
How about?
If I smash two glasses again?
Two glasses in my face.
Smash another glass on his face, and he just keeps laughing. He goes, this is less like me, like me to let you in. Like, are you kidding? Like, you're mental. I'm not gonna let you anywhere near the family. Get out of here.
Dinner,
Okay. What if? What if? Shit.
Hi, Tegan.
Hi.
Letitia looks over and she goes, "Is that your friend, the one that's bleeding?"
Yeah. She can be a lot, but she's a gentle giant.
And she yells over to the bouncer and be like, "Hey, let the bloody girl in here."
Yeah. I didn't think that'd work, but okay.
I knew exactly what you were
I just do the finger point at the bouncer as I walk past.
He just has
with
like permacross.
With my face like completely covered in blood.
He goes, "All right, whatever, Letitia, it's your call." And yeah, you kind of join up in the circle as they like all are continuing to row and party and whatnot have you. Without getting too into like the romantic aspects of it, but Letitia's laying it on pretty thick. Just saying.
Yeah, I'll see you there.
All right. As you guys are kind of mingling a little bit around, we cut to Hobbs, kind of like just casually trying to nonchalantly make his way around. And
I love having a +0 charisma.
hey, it worked in your favor this time.
Yeah.
But
That's their type.
Hobbs, if you want to make either a... first of all, tell me where you want to try to sneak a peek in. We have 8 different crew members. Family, the Butt Poppers.
Is Chaos Blue where the preachers were?
Chaos Blue was the preachers, yes.
Yeah, that's where Hobbs is going to... So I feel like the 2 vehicle tip on the family was pretty substantial, but I have little to no idea what to expect from the preachers other than they're hardcore. I think you could say that about most of the racers. So I just want to see, like, what they're bringing to the party.
All right. So you have 2 options. One, I can allow you to kind of make a general, like, perception check for, like, just, like, looking at the garage and seeing what you might be able to glean from there. Or if you want to try to actually get, like, a good look at what these guys are packing, you'll need to make a stealth check.
Yeah, I can't use my quick change. That's once per long rest. Wait, no, we're going to long rest after this, right before the race. So, sorry?
No, you're right. It was after a long rest, so you're good.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to at least try the same, like, bottom dwelling shenanigans as last time, and I will quick change into the Torgue official that registered us for the race, and then I'll go ahead and make the stealthy approach and try to actually, like, peek inside.
Okay, I will say if you want to take another route, you can lean a little bit more on a charisma base, like persuasion, or if you want to.
Okay, yeah. Can I try and bluff my way through here as like an official?
Yeah. So you like walk up and like acting kind of official, kind of rap on the door of the mechanic shop, and after a minute, there's like blah, 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 and you see the door opens wide to like a dude wearing glasses indoors. He's dressed entirely in black with a big, like, broad brim, like fedora style kind of cap on. Very stern looking, like clean shaven but long face. And he looks at you and looks you up and down, and he's like, "What do you want?"
There was some sort of speculation that you're trying to enter a number of bikes into the race, exceeding your number of entries. I need to step inside and make sure that you're not exceeding the number of vehicles or the other parameters set out in the race guidelines.
All right, go ahead and make a deception check.
Okay. Oh, well, I actually have lower deception than I do persuasion. But that's not terrible. Yeah, no, that's a 19.
Nice. Yeah, actually, it's actually that is tied for what this two rolled for an insight, surprisingly. So you kind of have like this tense moment where like he's like stares you down for a second and goes, let's see, this is like a strange meets it beats it kind of thing.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say his insight was the DC to beat, and you meet it. So he's like, you have this moment where he stares you down for a second, and then he like sidesteps a little bit, allowing you to like kind of get a peek in the door, and he goes, "Trust me, we have the right amount here. We're rolling twin bikes just like we registered. Give me a perception check here."
Okay. Oh shit. 9.
All right. You do. He like in the corner, like like off the door a little bit. Like this dude doesn't. He's not moving enough to let you in, but it's enough that you can see there are 2 bikes. With under a 10, you see both bikes have sidecars. I'll give you one of the bikes has like a grinder on the front of it.
I'll say, all right, yep, thank you for your cooperation. I have to make my way over to 2 more garages tonight, so appreciate you making it easy on me. Best of luck tomorrow. I think you're gonna need it.
Yeah, thanks. And he kind of eyeballs you as you turn and walk away, and then he just kind of closes the door over. Awesome. I think we have just enough time if you want to try to hit another one. We can roll it out pretty quick.
Yeah, why not? We had Neon Dread. Who's at Neon Dread? I know the family's at Blood and Grooves, but...
Neon Dread is, that is the Overlook Sentries.
Yeah, let's check them out. I'll just keep up the disguise for the time being if we got an hour, so...
Alright, you scoot over there, and you find most of the Overlook Sentries are not present as you walk up and kind of rap on the door, and it's actually the mechanic himself that answers the door, and he looks up at you. It's this, it's like just like a mid-30s, kind of like scrawny-ish looking dude, and he kind of looks up and he goes, hi, yeah, well, what can I do for a member of the Torgue Corporation today?
Yeah, we just got an anonymous tip from somebody that there were reports of radiation sickness throughout the entire surrounding area near garage. I just need to quickly step inside and make sure that there's nothing actively leaking. Would be pretty apparent, I assume, if any of your crew is, vomiting or yellow-skinned.
Oh, shit, no, I hadn't heard anything about that. As this dude is apt to believe you because of the Torgue personnel, and this dude's just like a mid-level mechanic. But go ahead and just give a deception with advantage this time around.
Okay. Is that deception you said?
Yes.
That's actually, it's an 18.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he opens the door wide and he goes, oh, yeah, well, no, I mean, I guess some of the guys feeling like, a little under the weather, but no, I haven't heard. But yeah, absolutely, come on in. You walk in, the place is decked out in, this kind of neon lights, to go with the theme and stuff. And like I said, most of the Overlook Sentries are gone, but there are a couple milling around. They're just wearing kind of casual workers' clothes, overalls, that kind of stuff. And you see that the Overlook Sentries are rocking 3 Cyclones, which are these big single weird omni-wheel vehicles, and they're both fitted with wide wheels, which give them a plus to their strength scores, as well as a +2 to checks made to make tactical maneuvers. And they also have digi thrusters, which allow them to basically teleport short distances. And last but not least, each Cyclone is equipped with a different armament. One appears to have dual cannons affixed to it. One has an explosive needle launcher, and the other has a explosive saw blade. Or sorry, not explosive, a regular saw blade launcher.
Yeah, so Hobbs will just really sort of casually look the 3 of them over and then just ask, any of the parts in these digi-thrusters non-standard, any reason to think there's radiation leaking? Doesn't even look like they have their own reactors.
No, we're not working with anything radiation. Mostly, some of it, we have some explosive tech, but a lot of this is just straight up, guns and ammo. The digi-struck thrusters don't really put off radiation, but I can double check to make sure that they're not a breach in the digi-struck systems.
I appreciate you doing your due diligence. I mean, we've had enough of these events that I know most of the vomiting incidents are a result of rot gut and not radiation. But thanks for your time, and best of luck tomorrow. I know you're going to need it.
Oh, well, thanks. Yeah, you see as he moves, he begins double checking over the Cyclones, fully in belief of that, and just to make sure as you kind of turn and leave.
Yep. I will peace the fuck out.
Alright, so you got 3 Cyclones are going to be on the field, which are, they don't have as much hit points or armor as some of the bigger vehicles, but they offer a lot of speed and dexterity when it comes to it, as well as the bikes are the same kind of deal. A little bit more armored, I believe, but that is that. And with that, Duck and Tegan, you find a way to get away from the family a little bit. Duck more so than others. But as you're leaving, Letitia's, looks over and she's like, all right, we're gonna, go finish suiting up and get ready. But, hey, and she kind of slips you her Echo Net digits.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the happy pig, but if you lose sight of me, give me a ring.
Definitely.
And she just kind of watches you as you walk away. She's like, yeah, gotta get you some of that.
Damn.
She's thirsty.
Do I notice that?
I know, I'm picturing
yeah.
Terry Crews from White Girls, right?
But yeah, finally, flash cut, 4 hours go by, pulling up to the starting lines as Torgue announces, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for, get ready for the death race! And, pyrotechnics are going off, the bands pick up with, this thrashy, kind of deathcore, kind of crunchy music. Pulling up the Death by Sparkles for the Pandora Corn Squad. We also, real quick, we see the family pulls up with twin outrunners. Mud Poppers, just like Anthony was hoping for. A big-ass boosted technical pulling up with the Hodunk logo spray-painted on the side. The Banjack boys are actually driving... sorry, that was the Banjax boys are driving the souped-up... technical. The Mud Poppers, like Anthony was hoping for, are driving a monster. A big 6-wheeled rig of a fucking tank vehicle. The Overlook Sentries pull up with their 3 Digicones. Not very loud, very, kind of, these are kind of like the Prius, like the electric cars. The Preachers pull up with 2 bikes. One person is riding one of the sidecars. The other sidecar has a mounted turret on it. The Crimson Fuckers pull up in another large technical with monster wheels, heavily armor-plated along the side. In that, there is 5 Psychos, 3 of them piled in the cab, one in the tire launcher chair, and one driving. And finally, the Technobeards pull up with 2 sand skiffs, which are these little hover skiffs that kind of just float a foot or 2 off the ground here. It is it does appear to have a big booster on it as well as a harpoon launcher.
Did you already say the Hell Hunters, or did I?
Oh, nope, sorry. The Hell Hunters, they pull up with 3 basic bikes. They have miniguns equipped to them, but it doesn't look like much else. And as Torgue gives his final announcements, he goes, "The family's the one to keep your eye on, but watch out as everyone's gunning for the top spot here. Racers, take your mark!" And after the crowd grows silent, he's, "On your mark! Get set!" And that'll be it for this session.
Yeah.
Hey.
Thank you.
And we love that. Sweet Loot Goon.
Makes you think.